So this quote is from a movie called iOrigins, 2014, and this is a screenshot that I want to use for my reference to synchronicities and numbers and all that stuff that I'm going to talk about. So, hi, and welcome back to my gnarly nonsense. And, am I speaking loud enough? Anyway, these are my feet, these are my paws. At the beginning of the year, I got some great photos that I'm really proud of. And I really wanted to upload probably a more thought out and planned and scripted video, like I never actually do, but I waited till a half hour before midnight, and I really want to upload this on 11/11. So if I want to do that, I need to kind of just say a couple things and upload something, which I keep saying that I'm against, but I keep doing. So I'd like to make planned out, really nice, creative, thought out videos. And write down even points and just like say it well for once. But anyway, so I kept getting this feeling, and what I've learned is when I feel like I get when I have certain feels, I gotta go with those creative feels. Otherwise, I get all frustrated in it, and whatever I create comes out very tried, and it's just it even irritates me to watch. But if I stick with what I'm feeling, then it usually comes out all right. So even though I wanted to talk about like number magic and what some people, I don't particularly like the term angel numbers, but if you look up angel numbers, you can find out a lot about what I'm talking about. I don't know, in the comments below, leave any if you've had these experiences where you see these numbers appear everywhere and they just kind of seem to string together, and it might lead you to something good or positive in your life if you followed those numbers. And a lot of times people, especially someone very close to me, this happened a lot to us. Everywhere we went, we would see, it was very eerie, we would see numbers constantly on people's license plates that were always like 333, even 666, 777, 999, 222, a lot, 444, all of them, they would constantly pop up, and it was very eerie because it really seemed to not happen with anybody else as much as this one person. But it happened a few times with my father and a few times with a couple of my friends. But this, there's, some people in your lives you might experience this again. Like I said, let me know in the comments below if you've ever experienced this. I like to call it number magic. Some people call it angel numbers. You have synchronicities. You have everything's connected. So what I want to talk about was these things. But then I started to really feel like I wanted to talk about my ADHD. And I haven't talked about my diagnosis because I like to just kind of sit on it for a while and think about how I want to approach talking about it, because there are a lot of ways I do not want to approach talking about it. And so I really have to kind of channel where I want to go, and that seems to be kind of coming out now, and it frustrates me because, like I said, it's 11:30 right now, 11/11/2016, and I would really love to get this video out as of 4 hours ago, 6 hours ago. I decided to make several other stupid things that I didn't publish, and I even this movie iOrigins, I love this movie. I kind of cut up like a little fan trailer, and then YouTube told me that Fox, I think it was Fox, like I didn't even know that they own, but they copyright striked it, and there's a lot of things I've seen people allowed to do, and I keep reading the definitions of copyright, fair use, and it is kind of confusing for me, but I'm going to keep reading about it and try to understand how much I can use of, and I'm going to get some things I'm allowed, like they don't copyright strike others, but anyway, that's not what this video is about. So back on to point, I love this picture here, but like I was saying, I love these photos. I'm going to be using a lot of my nature photos. The main reason I'm going to have so many of these is so I have something to speak over, to talk over, that I don't feel very much anxiety about what I'm showing. But anyway, I was really proud of myself that I got up very early a couple times during the beginning of October. I got out the perfect time, and I just got out there and I got the photos, and I did this a couple times a week, and then it was a few times, and then I took a break, and I got a few more photos this November. So I'm working a couple different timelines and projects that will, they're not projects yet, but they'll develop into something. You'll start to see something else develop around next year. You'll start to see what I was building overall. Right now it's really nothing, but they're all in my mind. Everything's assembling, but you don't see obviously what I had in mind until I've created these several. Anyway, so my ADHD, I wanted to just say a couple things now that I've rambled on, but anyway, I want this video out there. I'm not, there's still so much I want to talk about. I might even put out a couple different videos, but I need to express a couple things. Alright, oh my god, I'm doing it. No, stop. So, I feel like a lot of people, when I think of ADHD, when I think of attention deficit, I don't have stuttering problems, so why start now? When I think of attention deficit disorder, out of all the problems we can talk about right now, stuttering is not one of them, but since I'm talking about it, I probably will start stuttering. But what I want to say about ADHD is I'm going to have to make this into a second video. A lot of people think of, oh my god, we're always bouncing around from one thing to another, when a lot of times you'll experience, it's not just like many different things. Sometimes I can't detach from one focus, and it's very hard to shift my focus from one thing for even hours at a time. And I'll talk about more of that in another video, if I get to another video over the next couple days. Or maybe I'll upload another one before midnight tonight. I highly doubt that, because this still has to finalize, and that takes time. So, yeah, I didn't really get to talk very much about the number magic and all of those ideas that I have when you see everything kind of connect, you see all this synchronicity and this symbology in your life. And symbology, that's not the word I wanted to use, but symbolism. I wanted to use a different word, but anyway, if you experienced that, let me know below. And if you see iOrigins and you liked it, or if you haven't, go see it. I would highly recommend it. I have to apologize for the audio in this. I just listened to it, and it definitely was loud enough, but it's horrible. And I'm going to use my other microphone next time. And so I definitely recommend that movie. And again, I apologize, I didn't prepare enough to talk about more of these topics, and essentially all I did was create like an intro to what I'd like to talk about. So these are some things I would like to talk about, and if you've experienced them, or if you have enjoyed them, let me know. And I've probably said that about 3 times now. So the quote in the beginning of this video I absolutely love, and I had an idea, but like I said, it got held up because YouTube was like, you can't use this. It's this footage from this movie. And I was like, I almost swore. I'm really trying to swear less. Swearing is not good for family. And I've actually, for a long time, I've been ashamed of the way that I speak, but I don't hear it. And I've been trying to, over the last few years, be more conscious and hear myself speak. I have some people in my life that have gone a great 20-30 years without hearing themselves speak. So they love to hear themselves speak. I like to hear myself speak. Anyway, I've got to upload this.